Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal, sends it downfield. Snatches it on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got his man downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share in QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Caught over the middle, it's Mason. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Badgers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He'll keep it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move, it's Fletcher. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets into the 23. The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Beck. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ballard. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Quarterback moving. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rush is on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wisconsin has failed to finish in the top 25 for 5 consecutive seasons. Now in the second year of the Luke Fickell era, the Badgers eager to get back to their winning ways.
Man, can they get back to that physical brand, man? When Wisconsin was in the top 25, like Reese was talking about, it was physical teams that could run the football. You think about Fickell, that's what you thought about with Cincinnati. Jesse, can they get some of that back, man?
Yeah, great defense, running the ball, and just being smart. And when games are on the line, doing the small things to get those wins. It comes down to the tiniest details. There's talent in that Wisconsin locker room, but they got to put it all together.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to
catch inside the 30 and still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badger.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the...
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down is coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. He's got him this time. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on second down.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Back to throw. It's Beck. Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The jet sweep pass. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Working the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Timeout call here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field. But I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. It's complete.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial. Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps, and everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Daniels. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground pick up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Finds the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball is going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with the pass.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unleashes it. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Hurricanes are threatening on first and goal. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. How quickly the emotions change. They thought they had it tied, and the flag wipes it out, and they've got to try it again. First and goal for the offense. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hines tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping to throw and getting the pick.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Dupree. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I'll tell you what, could have been a big play on the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, 4th down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
Man, this return guy is just so dangerous. He's electric. Everybody in the stadium holding their breath right until he has the football. This guy can change the game in a heartbeat. He showed you right there.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Finds his man. It's Anthony. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Snaps it in the shotgun. That's caught. It's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out. But not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. The quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football. And
touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
42, Wisconsin, 20.
Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch it. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Unloads it left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
That last completion sets them up on second down. To the air, it's Beck. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Going up top again. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wisconsin, 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, baby. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
The play-action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Edwards. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got him wide open. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw. It's back. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right.
He's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
56, Wisconsin, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out